What's going on, Keller Williams Franklin? This is your Market Center Tech Trainer, Jacob Seeley. And in the first video, I showed you around the Details tab. And so this next video, we're going to detail the Documents tab. And so you can see we're in the Details tab. It's already been filled out with all the information that we need for our listing. So let's move over to the Documents tab. Now, if you haven't connected your NERDS number, you're not going to have access to the TAR forms, and so you're going to need to do that first. So there is some detailed instructions on how to do that in another video. I believe it's around marker 4 minutes and 30 seconds or something in the other DocuSign video, and so you'll need to do that. The first thing that you'll notice is, again, in the Documents tab, just like the Details tab, we have the blue buttons up here. And so that's where we're going to get started. So let's go ahead and click Add, and then we're going to pull in DocuSign Forms. Now from here, you're going to see a couple drop downs, and we've got the DocuSign Forms library drop down, and then where you can select within that library. We're going to start with the group forms always. Within the groups are probably over 90% of the documents that you're going to use for your transaction. So I'll go ahead and choose listing forms, listing most used forms, and then it's going to pre-highlight and select the ones that are necessary. So that's already there for me. If I need to add any more documents, I can, select them as necessary, or I can always come back later and add them. So I'll go ahead and add those now. And then those are going to appear. And then I'm going to go back and show you a couple more things. So let's go to Add, and then DocuSign Forms. This time I'm going to stay in the Forms library dropdown, and I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to choose KW359. It's our Market Center documents. So the main, most important document that you're going to need in here is that mandatory blue sheet. That's how you get paid. So you'll need to accept that one, and you might need 1 or 2 more of these. In the case that you're doing like a referral, that's when you would need the W-9 form, and this is where you'd find it. And then one final thing in the library after these documents get added. Now if we go back one more time, you'll notice TAR. So TAR, Tennessee Association of Realtors. These are all of the year's documents. This year it's 2020, so these are all of your commercial and residential forms. So if you need to find something, use that search bar. Let's say it's a personal interest disclosure, and then just make sure that it's the residential form RF that you're selecting, unless you're doing a commercial deal. So that's just if you're looking for a more obscure form. It's not necessarily included in the first 2 sources that I showed you. So now lay of the land here is you've got your different view types right here. So you can switch from a grid view to the list view. I prefer the list view, so that is what you normally see on my training videos. You've got the document finder here, and if you are looking for something specific, then you can look at it that way. You have to make sure that if you have multiple files in the room, in the Documents tab, that they're open, because you'll notice that as I close that folder, it's the only one I have so far, that now I can't search documents in that folder. So they have to be open for you to search within those folders. So that's a quick, easy way to find the documents you're looking for. I always filter newest to oldest. So that means the most recent document that you have is going to appear at the top. And then this filter is if you, for some reason, you archive some documents and you need to find something that is not visible. And then you've also got the Actions tab over here. So from here, you've got basically the Add folder is the only function that I'm usually using with this one. And I'm going to run out of time. So this is part 1 of the Documents tab video for DocuSign, and go ahead and stay on the playlist for the DocuSign Documents tab video 2.